What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the fourth episode of those Snow White Notes. This one's titled Spring Dawn. So yes, last time out, we're kind of in the middle of a multi-parter story here this time, since we have, we have a bunch of characters, and I assume our more regular side characters that we'll be going through on this journey to establish basically a friend group for our main boy here. We have Shuri, who we helped with the helped put together the shamisen. We also have Yui, who is the one who actually knows of us and our performance that one time. She was watching online at the time, so she is acquainted with us and knows that we are a talented shamisen player. And then we also have Kaito, who he's there, I guess. I think he has a crush on Shuri, right? But unfortunately, I feel like you're going to lose out to that one to maybe Setsu. Maybe. I guess we'll see. But yeah. Shuri is interested in the shamisen because she's wanting to play the piece of music that her grandmother described to her. She doesn't remember who did it or what it's called or anything like that. She just remembers a certain tune to it. And Setsu, as soon as he hears it, when Shuri's listening to it in class and the headphones get pulled. That's very dangerous to do, by the way. Don't do that. Don't pull on a phone when you can see there are headphones attached to it, because you could yank that and that can really do some damage. So be careful of that. So that was a poor teacher moment, which seems to happen too much. Like, I swear, these teachers often are portrayed as really terrible people, and I feel like that's an insult to teachers, because teachers they put up with a lot of shit sometimes, and yeah. They put up with a lot, so to see him portrayed this poorly is annoying at times. There are some good examples, though. There are some very good examples. But anyway, Setsu obviously hears this and knows it's exactly that song, but knows also Grandpa's dead, so he can't play his song anymore, and he knows he can't play it because he can barely play. He can barely play at all, basically, and so to play that piece would be an insult almost, so he kind of brushes her off and is very harsh to her. But through a performance with what was his name? Where is he? I saw him a minute ago, but I've lost him. Seiryu Kamiki, I think that was him, and offered the opportunity to perform in front of him. He botches it, basically. He has no emotional feeling in his music. He's just like lost in a snowstorm, essentially. Just discordant and no real feeling in it. And that kind of angers Kamiki. And I think Yui also picks up as like, this isn't like you at all. Whilst everyone else is like, oh, that was good playing. It's like, yeah, but it didn't have feeling behind it. And that's definitely the case with music. When it comes to this type of music, I will always go to Your Lie in April for the piano side of things, and violin to an extent as well, but it was always the piano stuff in Your Lie in April that really got me. That certain level of music, it's the music that gives you chills, is how I've described it. So the piano in that, the charlatan in this did start with that, but it hasn't hit that since, that initial feeling. I haven't really felt the same yet. I'm waiting obviously for the better performances to come up later in the show. And then you have like the singing, like I always think like almost like the choir and chorus singing of Nier Automata. That will always get me. Like the music and the whole music for Nier Automata was just brilliant. It's why I'm so excited to play Nier Replicant. However, the PC port is apparently very, very terrible because they've done some very basic things like, game speed is tied to FPS, just like Fallout 76 at launch, so yeah, it's not the greatest port in the world. I'm gonna wait for that to get fixed, and then I'm gonna play it because it's the same director, it's the same sound composer as Nier Automata, so I know I'm going to enjoy this. And just for the music alone, I'm into the game. So yeah, there are certain music and sounds that I can really resonate with, and you get that feeling and emotion from. Even something like Nier Automata, which doesn't really have language per se, but you feel the language nonetheless. It's very impressive. And so, yeah, with him unable to do that, he kind of gets the conviction, like, I will play this song for your grandma. It will be different. It might not be as good, but is that enough for you? And so we have our goal now, and I assume that's what this episode will be. Spring Dawn, definitely in relation to the Grandpa song. I thought the Grandpa song is actually called. Is it listed here? No, it isn't. Okay, but it's got something to do with spring. It might even be called Spring Dawn. I can't remember, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna just get into the episode because I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see this because with the grandmother, it's gonna be like I feel like it could be very emotional, and I'm ready for that right now. I'm ready for an emotional scene right now. So yeah, as per usual, these are tire-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gives you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogy G, and Log Horizon. Log Horizon we are finishing next week, and then immediately moving on to Season 2, just so you know. We also have movie reactions with Whether Review the Movie coming up on Monday, so look forward to that one as well. But here on YouTube we have two tire bases, so bottom left of the screen you'll see the time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play you start your episode, I start your episode, and we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll, since they licensed it as per usual. No logos or anything, we're going to fade into the episode. You can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yes, there is. There are many people who do. Make it your own. It'll be time. We didn't get the ED last time, did we? I hope we do get it this time, because I miss it. I love the ED of this so much. OP's good too as well, but I prefer the ED. Much like Shadow's House, where I love that ED so much. It's Shadow House's ED and everybody from How Not Summon the Demon Lord's OP have just been on repeat. Alright. So for Spring Dawn. Of the Diana. I mean, sure. Hmm. Hmm. Aww. Mm-hmm. Right. That's also true. Okay. Don't be scared. Mm-hmm. Hmm. 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 Yep. Uh. I like these brothers. Well, that's the first four. Then again, just random rice balls out of nowhere. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hmm. Well, yes. You could, but mm-hmm. He gets it. Well, they went all in with the water on that, didn't they? Jesus Christ. The buffeting, nice. Spring Dawn. Oh, this is how we introduce this character. Sure. Basically, don't worry about that fast part. Make it your own part. Go at your own pace. Hmm. Sure. A weird character introduction. It's a good tip. Hmm. Oof. Gosh, she ignored all that. Goddamn rain. It's always raining. Mm-hmm. Find your own sounds. Hmm. Doesn't matter how simple it is, necessarily. Sort of. Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Hmm. Okay, fair. These two. uh, distraction. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The war. Of course not. Mm-hmm. 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 This music's not fair. Okay, we're getting the ED over some animation, okay. Right. Uh-huh. What plan? Oh. Is that first annual national high school competition? Yeah, the first annual national high schools Sagaru Shamisen Koshien. The Matsugoro Cup. Plum Corporation, Beauty Umi International U et al. Third weekend in September. What time is it? Like, where are we in this timeline right now? I don't actually know. So yeah, she's setting up now a tournament for them to spur them on further, as well as having not just like laid back learning, but also now you have a goal and ambition to work towards. How she's this far in power, I'll never know. And what power she has, I don't know, but she gets stuff done. Um, yeah, um, yeah, that was an emotional scene. Like when they had the grandmother explaining, and you had that music in the background. That was unfair. That was very, very unfair on the emotional side. That was getting me close. I said I wanted to get into something emotional, and I was ready for it. Um, but yeah, that was very, very nicely done. I enjoyed that a lot. This show is very, very good. I think this probably might go maybe slightly underrated. it's doing okay. For a show of its type, 9K current watchers with a 75% score, that's good by analyst standards, I'd say. Like, that is good by analyst standards. That current number will shoot up a little bit as time goes on. I mean, at the start it was only 6K, and now it's up to 9K already. So, by the end of the season, it might be up to, like, 15 or so K. 2,600 concurrent watchers on the day of airing is not terrible either. Scores going up as well. It went from 71 up to 74. Now it's approaching 75. So this might still be one of those shows that's just not quite so talked about in comparison to other shows that are happening this season. But it's a good one. It definitely is a good one. And I'm glad I gave it a chance. I almost forgot about it entirely. Not gonna lie. When I started my spring preview, I didn't actually mention this show in the spring preview because it was one of those shows that didn't have a confirmed air date, like whether it would be either today, like it's one of those shows where you don't know whether it's going to be Saturday or Friday or Sunday. It could be one of either of those 3 days depending on when it aired. Oh no, it could only have been one of 2 days, but I can't remember which way it ultimately went. And yeah, I completely forgot to do anything about it, which was a big mistake because when it came out, I mean, this show's fantastic. Like, it just absolutely is fantastic, and I almost missed out on it. Glad I didn't. Another show that I'm almost missed out on is, or potentially could miss out on, is what's the Shaft production this season? I forget the name of it already, but is it Pretty Boy Detective Club? That might be it. Let's just look at Shaft Studios Works right now. Shaft, there we go. Yeah, Pretty Boy Detective Club. Apparently this is pretty damn good, like, especially from a visual standpoint. Apparently there's a lot more going on with this as well than what you might initially think as well. So, I will get around to this at some point, and it will probably join... let's double check here. It'll probably join the Monday lineup. I don't have... I'll think about it, because I need to put one of the Sunday shows into the Monday time slot if I'm going to pick Pretty Boy Detective Club up. So I'm going to give this a couple of episodes, and that will probably be not this Monday, unfortunately, because I just don't have time, because I'll be doing Weather Review the Movie as well. Maybe I'll spend some time on Saturday doing it, just so I get a feeling of what it is. But it'll either be Pretty Boy Detective Club or Tokyo Revengers that get moved to the Monday time slot, just to ease... Well, Sundays will still be a 6-show day if I do pick up Pretty Boy Detective Club. But then I can at least spread it out a bit so it doesn't become a 7-show day. I'm not moving Slime 300, it's a perfect start. I'm not moving Nagatoro. I'm definitely not moving 86. Tokyo Revengers I don't mind moving, since it's not the most viewed series on the channel, so I don't mind it being a bit delayed. Vivi I'm not moving either, because that's a very well-respected one, as is Shadow House. I'm not moving that for nothing. So, yeah, I'll debate that, and we'll discuss that on the Discord at length, I'm sure. But, yeah, that's going to do it for you guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments for the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 line you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.